Chinese spots be cooking them rats. Japanese spots sell raw damn sushi. Fast food spots cook human meat. Yes, I said it, so who want beef? When they sacrifice kids, where you think that they go? Grind up their body, you won't even know. And Popeyes, they coming out with a sandwich. So Illuminati was right, they nasty. They had come out with Angus beef. So what the fuck is this? Ain't real beef. You eat all of that, but you won't eat a leaf. You eat all of that, but not fruit off a tree. You'll drink everything but some goddamn water. You eating shit that make you dumb and not smarter. GMO food do not make it no better. Cholesterol high cause you eating that cheddar. I ain't gonna lie, that soul food be good though. Like why the fuck is you this good for? After eating it, I had to fast. Letting it out of me, I got some gas. But yeah, stop eating them rats and cats. It used to be good, but now I gotta pass. Coming part 2 to expose some more. There's plenty more fucked up shit, I'm sure.
Just had a talk with somebody in the airport, man. A guy walked up to me and said, Boosie, please stop doing bad TV. Everybody go there, go to jail. Woo, 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 woo. I say everybody sign the Empire die. So we gonna. Hey.
Get this shit up right now.
Memphis is the most dangerous city in the country. This report comes as the Bluff City is on pace to surpass a record number of homicides.
Everybody needs to be on big pump. Got that take over the fuck, I'm on run. Everybody tap it to them guns, go blah blah. Love you blind, little nigga think he wow. Big juice cup, little nigga, I'm at the down.
A Los Angeles-based rapper has died following a stabbing at a music festival in Exposition Park.
I ain't playing. Stepping in a function, that is lighting is amazing. Scuff marks on my shoes, I'm flu flam in these masons. I told her if you love me, baby, show me where the payment.
Both the LA Times and Rolling Stone are now reporting rapper Draco the Ruler was the victim in last night's scuffle behind the stage at the Once Upon a Time in LA Music Festival.
What's up, guys?
My name's Rhianne Jones. I'm a freelance music business journalist. I write for Music Business Worldwide, Hits, and a few other people. I'm sat here with Ghazi Shami, who is founder of one of the most exciting independent music companies in the US, Empire. Since being founded in 2010, Empire has provided distribution and label services for artists including Kendrick Lamar, Anderson .Paak, Snoop Dogg, Cardi B, and XXX Tentacion.
I believe in the human race, period, and I truly believe that anyone can be what they want to be. We need people to ideally take care of the world. We need good mothers, we need good fathers, we need people with sources of knowledge. Let's make it not cool to be stupid. Let's make it cool to be a good person. Alright, let's say worst thing comes to worst, I die a tragic death or and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive. and to at least have a good life. If I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy, or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life, regardless of the negative around my name, regardless of the bad things people say to me. I don't give a because I know my goal in the end, and I know what I want for everyone, and I know what my message is.
A rapper who went by the name XXX Tentacion is dead following a shooting in Florida. The Broward County Sheriff's Office has confirmed the news. The hip-hop newcomer, whose real name was Jase Onfroy, was shot about 40 miles north of Miami at a motorcycle dealership in Deerfield Beach. We know he was approached by 2 armed suspects and at least one of them fired, but the story is still developing. This is video of the 20-year-old rapper from a concert in San Diego last year when he was attacked on stage. He'd been embroiled in legal problems over his alleged beating of a girlfriend while pregnant. In March, his album Question Mark debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 album chart.
It definitely was an inside job because of how calculated the whole thing was. Those killers know he was going to be there. You know, there's somebody inside that knew where he was going to be at the exact time and when he was leaving that exact time for them to know when to come and to do what they did. At that time in his life, he was trying to change. I don't remember him being in any type of a controversy with anyone at that time. So it was for financial gain. I don't know what other reason it could have possibly been for, you know. What could have been more important than someone's life? It's even gone as
So, you run a company called Empire, which is a distribution company. Get them to. So as the distributor, if you do a direct deal with an artist, an artist says, here's my record, I want you to distribute it, and you say, yeah, I think it's a great record, I think we can do something with this, yes, let's work together. Do you have a standard deal, a standard percentage that everybody gets?
Yeah, we've had a standard deal that we've been using for a long time. It's an 80-20 non-exclusive deal.
Can I be an artist that's signed to a label and also do a deal with you? I mean, can I do a physical deal with a label and a digital deal with you?
That's happened in the past, but now that's not really viable anymore because most physical distributors are going to want the digital rights. I mean, I can probably count on my hand the times that's happened.
So now you've also added label functions to the company.
Correct.
So you started as a distributor, grew into something that combined both distribution and label. So can you talk about what the label services are and how that differs from the type of deal that you might do with somebody as strictly a distributor?
Yeah, sure. So a couple minutes ago, I referred to our 80-20 deals as like our farm system deals. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll acquire talent and then nurture the talent and watch the talent grow, right? So what a lot of major labels do now is they have what they call research departments, and their research departments literally like comb YouTube, comb Twitter, they're combing through Vine, they're looking at a lot of analytics that they receive from Shazam and Twitter and so on and so forth, and what they're trying to do is basically acquire a set of knowledge to then say, I want to go out and I want to sign this artist. We took a different approach and we said, we don't have the funding to go put together a research staff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start to acquire talent in my distribution company. And because the distribution company is owned by us, we can see how different artists are performing in the distribution company. So what we did was we spent the time and the money to develop our own analytics system internally that tracks how different artists are performing on our platform. And then depending on how that artist is performing, we might approach them and say, hey, you're doing pretty well on your own. Are you interested in maybe tearing up to one of our other deals where we can bring in a radio staff, we can provide money for publicity, for touring, for higher level production, mixing, mastering, publicity. It could be a host or a number of different things depending on who the artist is and what they need.
But that presumably changes the nature of the relationship a great deal, because one assumes then that you are also doing things like offering an advance to pay for the recording.
Absolutely.
And then also means that now you own the master and the artist doesn't.
In more often than not, we just license the masters.
Okay.
So after 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, they'll revert back to the artist. But
even if you've paid the advance and paid for the recording,
as long as we recoup.
Okay.
Yeah, but most of our deals recoup, which is unlike most other record companies.
And what about the royalty breakdown? Do you do something other than a traditional record deal where, an artist is getting 15-20% of net? What's your deal?
Most of our deals are 50-50 or better in favor of the artist.
Okay. Well, that's quite good.
When it's fucked up, it gets fucked up. This song again, keep sounding. When you're not around, I'm protecting you. I won't let you everybody ain't your scream. Everybody ain't no real nigga. When it's fucked up, it gets fucked up. This song again, keep it silent. And when you're not around, I'm protecting you. Talk this shit great. Yeah, I wanna do what you niggas. Now I can't do what you niggas.
A Dallas rapper was murdered outside of his car on I-35 near the Dallas Zoo. Hello, I'm Steve Eager.
I'm Heather Hayes. It is a stark example of the city's struggle to control violent crime. Police say the victim, a hip-hop musician named Mo 3, was approached by the killer on I-35. Both men stopped their vehicles. The victim got out, took off, started running, but was shot several times on the highway. A bystander inside another vehicle was also hit. Police say that person did not suffer life-threatening injuries. Police are still looking for the shooter.
Well, this is an active crime scene with 2 parking lots partially roped off and GBI investigators still here on scene. This shooting made national headlines as officials confirmed one of the 3 people shot and killed was rapper King Von from Chicago, who was here last night with friends.
2 groups of individuals got into a physical altercation. That physical altercation escalated into an exchange of gunfire.
APD says the gun battle took place in 3 different spots near Trinity Avenue, where a total of 6 people were shot. 3 have died. One of them, a rapper Davon Bennett, who goes by the stage name King Von. His social media pages have been filling up with RIP messages.
Trending tonight, a new song by Aaliyah hit the airwaves today, 2 decades after the singer's death.
It's called Poison and features The Weeknd. The release marks her first since 2012's Enough Said. Poison serves as the first single from Aaliyah's upcoming posthumous album, Unstoppable. That's set to be released next year. The single comes months after Aaliyah's music catalog hit streaming services for the first time. The 22-year-old died in 2001 in a plane crash that also killed 8 others.
Aaliyah's new song Poison with The Weeknd is here. The track serves as the first single for Aaliyah's upcoming posthumous album Unstoppable, which will be shared in 2022.
Midnight, I lay awake in tears and pain, searching my heart for what went wrong. Midnight, I lay awake in tears and pain, searching my heart for what went wrong. Midnight, I lay awake in tears and pain, searching my heart for what went wrong. Midnight, I lay.
If I sacrifice myself, will I go to hell? In my trap house counting guala, talking to my scale.
Lil Durk say him in India ain't done. The Dalai Lama asked the young boy to suck his tongue. Webby out here posing in a crop top. Trump got arrested, said can't stop, won't stop. Paid Stormy Daniels to leave him alone. Montana banned TikTok from everyone's phones. The verified blue checks got everybody loving it. Even gangster rappers are giving up their government. People looking thirsty, yeah, hella parts. But we all know you paid if you got it after March. LSU beat Iowa in the NCAA. Jill invited both teams to the White House anyway. Media made the Angel Caitlyn thing a big say-so. They just trash talking and doing the Tony Yayo. North Korea fires a missile up at Japan. The founder of Cash App was killed by his own man. Krishan's baby bump is starting starting to get bigger. Like trying to turn to God and removed all of her fillers. AI becoming too strong. Drake used a sample of Kim K talking about divorce in his new song. Safari and Amara, that's the new plot. Prayers up, get well soon to Jamie Foxx. Cause when I do it, yeah, I do it one time. I'll see your next spill, your girl, Justina Valentine.
I watched one of these nature shows one time, and they were talking about how a bushman finds water when it's scarce. And they do what's called a salt trap. I didn't know this. Apparently baboons love salt.
Okay.
So they put a lump of salt in a hole, and they wait for the baboon. The baboon comes, sticks his hand in the hole, grabs the salt. Salt makes his hand bigger, and he's trapped. He can't get his hand out. Now, if he's smart, all he does is let go of the salt. Baboon doesn't want to let go of the salt. Then the bushman just comes, takes the baboon, throws him in the cage, and gives him all the salt he wants. And then the baboon gets thirsty. The bushman lets him out of the cage. The first place the baboon runs to is water. Bushman follows him, and they both drink to their fill. And in that analogy, I felt like the baboon. But I was smart enough to let go of the salt.
The shocking truth about the Grammy Awards. Eminem exposes the Grammy Awards in an interview. Let me know your thoughts on this.
You drag the Grammys in the mud when you talk about you have a few Grammys, but feel like you had to sell your soul to get them. The blood of artists and nominate them, have them come to the shows. And
Which they do. They do it every year, yeah. And I'm just tired of seeing it. And for whatever reason, it's like they're always pitching this hint that you might win Album of the Year, which used to be a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal now. I'm fine if I lose to Kanye or someone that I'm like, okay, I respect that. I know who that is, and Kanye has a huge following and he's made a massive impact on music. Fine, I'm good with that. But don't get us all here to use your selling point for your show and stiff everybody every single time. And I said, after that point in time, I was like, don't ever ask me to come here again.
Lil Uzi Vertical now goes by the name Leslie Chow. It's in his Instagram bio. He took a recent trip to Thailand and captioned it, Leslie was in Thailand and has this whole new look. He's dressed up in all pink and he has new hair. And it looks like he isn't the only one doing something like this. Lil Pump recently took a selfie with these earrings and jacket, and The Game commented on the photo saying the rapture is coming.
The movie Big Mama may have been funny and all, however the actor behind Big Mama explains he wore a dress to become famous, and people like Cat Williams tried to stop him from doing this.
You mentioned the dress. Big conversation about that. Did you get like slack when you wore the dress at that moment?
It was like, wasn't slack from people. Only Cat Williams. Cat Williams was trying to always say, Brandon don't wear a dress. You know,
he called you, or is this?
No, he was saying it in the media, so I thought he was heckling me. He was really trying to help me at the time. I didn't know that. I was immature.
Right.
I feel like, dang, why I'm trying to make it. Why you bashing me? And then he was trying to warn me, you know, don't get in the dress.
What do you think the dress is about? Is it to tone us down, to tone that realness down?
I think the dress, personally, is a thing that is not in our culture to do. And I think everybody will want to put their culture on us. No, not to hate your culture or your God. If your God say you can put on a dress and your culture is normal for you, that you have the right as a human to choose that.
Mother's Day is pagan, why the fuck y'all celebrating it? It is not about mothers, it's a holiday for Satan. It's the worship of Samaritan, she go by many names. She was Nimrod mama and his wife, that's a fucking shame. I know the Bible say honor thy mother and thy father. Do that every day, not a day where they sacrifice and slaughter. Cause best believe on this day Satan is using all y'all energy for rituals and spells and all type of shit. Are you hearing? Stop celebrating all these holidays, there's secrets behind all of them. You feed them Babylon, there's curses and spells behind all of them. All these niggas doing this, usurping your energy to keep this matrix going while you sit there living miserably. Time to take your power back so you can really manifest. The devil trying to keep us down, so we gotta handle him. Mother's Day is pagan, I thought y'all already knew. Comment what's the next holiday that I
Well, Wiki just exposed the whole music industry in this interview. Let me know if you agree with what she is saying.
What you think about Lil Nas X?
I feel like he needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him and they said he was never gay. So
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact like what he doing is cause like they told him like you gotta do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay in Jesus' name, amen. It's getting popularity, getting you money, getting you views. So it's like selling your soul. Like you do this, you going with whoop. The industry, it's like you have to do certain things to get that. So I believe he had to do certain things to get where he's going. And like the certain things is you gotta do this and lead people this way and lead people that way. I won't say all of them might not know what they're doing is, but the big ones they know.
Steve Harvey is on his third marriage. His
third wife was mistress to his second wife. Yet, black people have anointed this the oracle when it comes to black dating.
I know, it's ridiculous. And here's something Tony Rock forgot to mention about Steve Harvey. His second wife was the mistress to his first wife, Marsha, and he straight up abandoned his first wife with 3 children. Child, I have all the messy details. So Marsha met Steve Harvey at a mutual friend's reception party when Steve worked as an insurance salesman, and the two hit it off immediately. He then married Marsha in 1981 on Valentine's Day, and they welcomed twin daughters Brandy and Carly in 1982. Let's just say that Marsha probably didn't take enough time to know Steve deeply because homeboy put her through hell. The thing is, when he was working as an insurance salesman,
Hollywood is a system. They have an ingrained system out there, man. You come out here, you get an agent. Then a lot of them got a manager too. And then when you sign a contract with a Hollywood attorney, they 5% of your contract for the duration. So if you sign a 5-year deal, they get 5% of your money for 5 years. And everybody falls into that deal, man, because they lock you in. And then what's crazy, what I found out is not a lot of agents that's beating the bushes to procure you employment. They simply list you on their roster, and when somebody wants you, they go online and your name is under this agency's roster, and they call these people. Now, because they picked up the phone, now their ass is in for 10%. Now, when they come in for 10%, then you want to go do the deal, they pick up their phone and call their favorite lawyer, who is their boy.
To my nigga out in Memphis moving senseless, I love you. You someone that my nephew and all my cousins look up to. You sell out every game at every stadium you come to, and you made it out environments that most of us get stuck to. A lot of college coaches wish they never would have snubbed you, cause you bought on all them niggas that recruiters ranked above you. Drafted number 2, all them niggas ended up under you, and now you at the top, so it's certain shit that can't come with you. But I get it, this life we living is different. We flex in front of the cameras to show the ghetto we did it. Some of us like the flexes to show the rest they can get it, but you glorify a life that you really ain't out here living. I mean, my nigga, you up 200 million and you about to risk it all to show niggas you bought a pistol. It's one thing if you do it once, we'll dismiss it, but you done it twice in 2 months, nigga, you tripping. I blame the culture, we put you in this position. The music we make influences you young niggas' decisions. Some even rappers say they ain't role models, they bitching and running from responsibilities that we was given. Feel like it's all on your shoulders. Only 23, but the world wants you to be older. A bunch of bad bitches.
Since you have so much care and concern for children, take care of your outside baby, nigga. That bastard baby you made outside your wife, nigga, you walked away from. And it is a report that one of your friends f***ed your daughter or something. Isn't it something like that? One of your friends f***ed your daughter, dang-a-lang, and you forgave the boy.
So, let's have this conversation, please. Earlier today, we did a post. And we did a post with D.L. Hughley having a conversation about how his daughter was violated from a really good friend of his. And at the time, he didn't say anything because he didn't want to jeopardize that relationship with a really good friend, and he didn't believe his daughter. We posted that. And then we left a caption under that, pretty much saying, if that black man couldn't put any protection around his own daughter, we know we have nothing coming. Now, once we posted that, the reason why I said, Daddy, can we go do a live? Because I was reading the comments on the timeline. And they're saying, some, Monique, what does this have to do with your contract? What does this have to do? You're going too far. What does this have to do with your contract? Let me tell you what it has to do with my contract. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. It has nothing at all to do with my contract. What it has to do with is the character of the man named D.L. Hughley. That's what this has to do with. And let me acknowledge D.L. Hughley did apologize. He said he apologized. And y'all are saying, Monique, he owned his mistake. Let me say this to you. Though he owned it, it does not erase the trauma.
You don't slap me for telling jokes. That's unacceptable. And the thing is, Will, I love him, but he was, the happy-go-lucky Negro before the slap, and nobody saw that coming, which was weird. And I said, 50 Cent have been going ham on Jada with the entanglements. He didn't slap 50 Cent. He slapped 50 pounds, because Chris Rock can't defend himself. His hands don't even make fists. You ever see the little hands he got? Like little back scratches. This nigga can't fight. It'd have been better if Jada would have hit him. At least it'd have been a fair fight. Oh my God.
Everybody knows. Everybody fucking knows. Yes, it happened. I got smacked like a year ago. And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel? Why the f would you do that? She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay? Everybody. Everybody. And who's he hit? Me. He knows he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit. Okay? I got parents. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
The rumors about Will Smith and Diddy organizing secret gay parties for A-listers to indulge in their wild side have been making headlines. And Will has finally responded to the allegations. In an emotional statement, his eyes brimming with tears, he denied holding anyone back and refuted the claims. However, there's still more to uncover about these allegations, and the connection between Will and Diddy seems to be an important piece of this puzzle. So let's delve deeper into this rabbit hole and see what we can find. But before we do that, go ahead and do us a favor by leaving a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the bell icon so you never miss an upload from us. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video.
Smoke, y'all know what happened to me. Getting smacked by Suge Smith. Everybody knows. Everybody fucking knows. Yes, it happened. I got smacked like a year ago.
It looks like rumors of Will Smith being a closeted gay man are resurfacing, and this time there are claims that he organized wild gay parties with A-listers, including Diddy.
And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. I got summertime ringing in my ears.
But before we dive into what Will has to say about these allegations, let's take a step back and get some context.
But I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gayle crying. You will never see it. Never gonna happen.
Because there's a lot to unravel here. It's no secret that rumors about Will Smith's sexuality have been circulating for years.
I couldn't believe it, and I love Men in Black. No, it's never gonna happen. No. Fuck that shit. I took that hit like Pacquiao, motherfucker.
These rumors date back to the 90s when he starred in the film 6 Degrees of Separation, playing a gay con artist. Despite the script originally including a kissing scene with co-star Anthony Michael Hall, Will requested that the scene be removed.
And people are, well, you guys are fighting all the time. We're not fighting. First of all, I know you can't tell on camera. Will Smith is significantly bigger than me. We are not the same size.
He later admitted in an interview that it was an immature decision, claiming that he was worried about the opinions of his friends and family. However, some believe that the real reason for his reluctance was to avoid drawing attention to his own sexuality.
Okay? We are not. This guy, Will Smith does movies with his shirt off. You've never seen me do a movie with my shirt off.
In a 2020 interview, Will contradicted his previous claims and stated that he fully committed to the role and went full method for the part.
Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in a movie. You think I auditioned for that part? He played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie in New Jack City.
It's worth noting that just before filming 6 Degrees of Separation, Will Smith got married to his first wife, Cherie Zampino, but their marriage ended in divorce less than 3 years later.
I played a piece of corn in Pootie Tang. Shit, even in animation, this motherfucker's bigger. I'm a zebra, he's a shark. What the fuck, man?
Interestingly, in 2016, transgender activist and actress Alexis Arquette made a shocking allegation on Facebook that Cherie filed for divorce after catching Will in bed with record executive Benny Medina.
But Will Smith practices selective outrage.
Alexis made these claims after Jada and Will announced their boycott of the Oscars over a lack of diversity, and Alexis accused them of being hypocrites.
Because everybody knows what the fuck happened. Everybody that really knows I had nothing to do with that shit. I didn't have any entanglements.
She went on to say that she would only listen to them when Jada comes out as gay, and Will admits to ending his first marriage by servicing his sugar daddy, Benny Medina.
I did not have any entanglement. And for people that don't know, and everybody know, his wife was fucking her son's friend, okay?
After Alexis Arquette's bombshell claim that Will Smith was in bed with record executive Benny Medina and the allegations that Will refused to film a gay kiss scene due to his own sexuality, Alexis went on to describe how Will threw a fit on the set of 6 Degrees of Separation when he was required to kiss Anthony Rapp.
But for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why 2 talented people would do something that fucking low down. What the fuck?
Alexis added that, quote, outing is healthy, and also that, quote, gays have enemies, they lurk in gilded closets. Interestingly, Jada, who was very outspoken about her Oscars boycott, didn't say a word about Alexis's post. Will's first wife, Cherie, called Alexis out for her malicious and reckless comments, and she claimed that Will isn't and never has been gay.
That we all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us.
Will himself stayed silent on the allegations. Cherie's response to Alexis's allegations that Will Smith had an affair with Benny Medina made some fans wonder if she was trying to cover up something. Despite her strong denial, rumors about Will's sexuality continued to swirl.
It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel? Why the fuck would you do that shit? She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay?
In 2020, actress Tisha Campbell added fuel to the fire by suggesting that Will had hooked up with her ex-husband, Dwayne Martin. She posted a cryptic message on Instagram, which led fans to speculate that she was alluding to an alleged affair between Will and Dwayne.
And, by the way, he does that shit. Everybody in the world called him a bitch. I tried to call the motherfucker and give him my condolences. He ain't pick up for me.
Who happen to be close friends. The post caused a stir, and many fans are still eager to know the truth. Continuing on the rumors surrounding Will Smith's personal life, Star Magazine added more fuel to the fire by publishing a report alleging that Will and his friend Dwayne went on a vacation to Trinidad alone.
Everybody! And who's he hit? Me. A nigga he know he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit.
This infuriated Will's wife Jada, who reportedly feels that he spends more time with Dwayne than he does with her and their children. Additionally, YouTuber Trisha Paytas claimed in a September 2020 video that Will had forced himself on one of her male dancers.
She fucking said he should quit because Will didn't get nominated for concussion. What the fuck? What the fuck? So then I do some jokes about her. Who gives a fuck? That's how it is. She started, I finish it.
While Trisha's credibility was questioned, her claims were supported by comedian Bert Kreischer, who shared an awkward encounter he had with Will after being invited to audition for his company. As you can see, the drama surrounding Will Smith's personal life doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. I mean, the rumors of an alleged affair with his close friend Dwayne Martin, the claim from Trisha Paytas that Will forced himself on one of her male dancers, and of course comedian Bert Kreischer adding more fuel to the fire with his own accusation.
She said me, a fucking grown-ass man, should quit his job because her husband didn't get nominated for concussion. And then this nigga gives me a fucking concussion, okay?
According to Kreischer, he had an awkward meeting with Will after receiving an offer to audition for his company. Will invited Kreischer to see a movie, but Kreischer's father warned him that Will might have other plans. All of these rumors and allegations have kept the rumor mill spinning, and fans can't seem to get enough of the drama.
I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped. Got me rooting for Massa, okay? Hit him again, Massa! Hit him again!
Moving on to the alleged partner in crime of Will, many people speculate he also engaged in similar activities. He has been plagued by gay rumors for a long time, but the rumors took a darker turn when reports about Puffy Flavor Camp emerged. It was rumored that Diddy would bring his young musical proteges to this camp, including one named Usher, who was only 14 years old when he was sent to live at Diddy's house by L.A. Reid.
And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised.
This has led many to wonder if the rumors about Will and his alleged partner in crime were true. There are also talks about the disturbing fantasy of turning to young boys in Hollywood, which some of the A-list men are rumored to have done. The details surrounding Diddy's alleged involvement in a disturbing scenario with his young musical proteges are shocking. Usher, who was only 14 years old at the time, was sent to live at Diddy's house, where he was allegedly brought to a place called Puppy Love Camp. A man who worked at the camp revealed that he was paid to stay with Diddy on a daily basis. And when asked if he would let his own kids attend the camp, he vehemently refused. In a recently resurfaced interview with Kevin Hart, Diddy seemed to have let slip that he and Usher used to share a bed.
Okay? I got parents. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
Making the rumors surrounding his alleged involvement with young boys worse. In the recent interview with Kevin Hart, Diddy let slip some potentially concerning information. While it's clear that Diddy was quite drunk during the interview, many are questioning the truthfulness of his statement that he and Usher used to sleep in the same bed. What's more, Diddy claimed that Usher was just 10 years old at the time, while he himself was 19. It's unclear why a 19-year-old would be sleeping in the same bed as a 10-year-old that he's not related to. Adding to the speculation, Jaguar Wright has recently accused Will and Jada of running something akin to Puppy Flavor Camp in their own homes, with allegations they've tried to mentor other young men like August Alsina. According to these rumors, it seems that Will and Jada's home life may not have been as wholesome as it appears, and their children may have been exposed to some questionable behavior. In fact, Jaguar Wright recently accused the couple of running a camp similar to Puppy Love Camp, where young men were mentored. She also claimed that their children, Willow and Jada, must have seen some wild things in their house, which could be why Jaden wanted to emancipate himself at just 16 years old. Rumors are now circulating that Will and Diddy throw large gay parties for closeted Hollywood actors. TCD Reason even claimed to have witnessed one of these parties, describing it as a bizarre Illuminati ritual. The rumors surrounding Will and Diddy will continue to swirl, leaving fans to speculate about the truth behind the allegations. Will's recent cancellation of a surprise performance at the 2023 Grammys has only made things worse. Some fans believe that Will pulled out of the Grammys to avoid negative publicity, as his first movie after the Oscars slap Emancipation was a box office failure. Fans are also expressing their opinions on the alleged gay parties thrown by Will and Diddy, with many stating that they wouldn't be surprised if the rumors turned out to be true. Some fans even suggest that Jada's behavior could be a result of the secrets and lies she's witnessed in Hollywood. Regardless, the public is eagerly awaiting more information on this scandalous story.
Will, make no mistake, this video is for you directly. The vomit that you spewed, I still reek of it. The one thing I do regret in my life was ever taking that role, to have worked with someone like you.
When he first got the show, he was the king of his set. Will and Alfonso Ribeiro and everybody on the set, they talk about how they all would spend so much time together and they really felt like a family, except Janet.
Janet Hubert was cast as my Aunt Viv. She was an accomplished actress and dancer who had come to the show from Broadway. I felt like Janet hated me and hated doing the show.
He was young, he was out of control, he had all this power.
In season 4, Janet was replaced. Janet blamed me.
I had been banished, and they said it was you who banished me because I didn't like it.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about going overboard. How much overboard do you think they have went with drill music? You don't think they've gone overboard with drill music? Huh? So I don't give a fuck about going overboard. I'm fighting fire with fire. I don't kill people, I just hurt people's feelings. There's a big difference. They said smoke Tuka for years. DJ Academic, you've never gotten Tuka's mother on your platform, bro. Well, they was smoking on Tuka for 10 years and you never thought they was going overboard, act. When you been promoting this shit, you never said nothing to Dirk or King Von about smoking Tuka going overboard, act. So I don't give a fuck about going overboard on a bunch of demons. DJ, I'm starting to think you a demon sympathizer, a demon supporter, A demon encouraged her.
That's just where it is, bro. But man, you know, hey, God, the Most High gonna get the glory out of anything. He will not be mocked. What a man sows, he shall reap. Period. It ain't no running from it. What Vaughn sold? Death. What happened? Dead. LA. Niggas don't even know. A few days before LA, Capone, before he got killed, a few days before he got killed, he had a body. They gonna hate me for telling the truth. But I'm just trying to show y'all that the life they want us to live is your death awaits you in that life.
I've been winning with no support. Nobody from the industry. They embraced King Von, a nigga who was known for killing black people, who rapped about killing black people, who even killed a black girl. Because when we brought Tuka Mama to the world, nobody embraced that woman, but they embracing the killer. So the industry got mad at me, nigga, for speaking against a nigga who killed people. T.I. and Boosie, homie, Boosie killed 9 black people. He murdered 9 black people. He killed his baby mama's brother. This kid killed so many black people, he confessed. He was Lil Boosie's serial killer. It's a whole story about this kid, Marlo Mike. Why won't nobody go interview him? Why won't nobody talk to him? Why do Boosie get all the love? But you know what? That kid watched somebody die when he was a baby, and he remembered the murder. And that kid also suffered with mental health. And Lil Boosie's running around here talking like he tough. Lil Boosie is not known for killing nobody. He ain't known for shooting that pistol in Baton Rouge. Lil Boosie is a bitch, man. A fake ass gangster bitch.